Q&A live with myself. You'll have to excuse me because I'm going off my iPad as well with my questions. Before we get started, obviously I got to say a lot of thank yous to everybody. First and foremost, obviously to Rudy Sizu, who's put this whole thing together again. Yeah, brilliant. It's just so clever of him. He's managed to get it all to work. Let's just quiet this down. I want to thank everybody who's been on before me and everybody who's going to come on after me. What a great day. I can honestly say I've pretty much watched absolutely everything word for word. It's been fantastic. Really enjoyed it. And then quickly, just before we get started, I also want to make a little thank you to Hodimus Prime rather, because I literally ordered that gigawatt figure instantly, straight away, as soon as his video finished on it earlier. So there we go, guys. How are we all? I'm obviously running off this as well. So I also want to say a couple of other thank yous as well. Hey, there's Robot Recruits. Phil's here. This t-shirt, I just think is fantastic. I saw it. There's a guy again on Instagram selling things. His name's Mike Kincaid. He does the reflector files. He's got some amazing t-shirt designs. So yeah, that's where I got this t-shirt from. I'd also like to probably explain the reason for the Q&A. So it is off the cuff, it wasn't planned. So thank you to the few who are here already, and thank you to the people who are going to watch it after. Main reason is because of these, to be honest, these. So as part of this big special event, I wanted to do something special to honour it. And what I did was I collated all my Prime variants together to do a video on it. It was initially going to be called Christmas Around the World in 1984, and I was going to include Megatron, but it just got too big, it just got too out of hand, and this 8 till 9 p.m. slot that we're on right now was supposed to be the Optimus Prime video, but it went over, so it had to be pushed back, so that's not until midnight. I'll talk a bit more about that a bit later on. So for now, you guys have got me live, so fire some questions if you want. I've got a couple of little unboxings to do, nothing mega, just having a bit of fun. There we go. Everybody's here. Ultra Marcus is in. I've been on eBay again, which isn't a bad thing. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's good. But because, and again, everybody who knows sort of me in the channel, I am opening something down here as well. I'm massively. Oh, Washbrook's in. Brilliant. Anybody who's got Instagram, you need to go to his. He does Scramble City Sundays, and they are fantastic. Fantastic. They're so funny. They're just, I suppose he does what we all think of doing, but because he just does it and then puts a silly little quote and a little battle scene with it, so it's just brilliant. Right, what I'm opening up here now is a box. There's 4 things in here, and the postage cost twice as much for what I actually paid for inside. And I'm laughing. Oh, hello to Owen. Hope he's okay. And I hope that we get a victory, Leo, for the Pulse thing review. So yeah, so I'm trying to broaden a little bit of my knowledge apart from just being G1. Skywarp's in, brilliant. Owen saying hello as well. And I've managed to, I was just looking for some memorabilia one night, and again, literally I've got 3 books and this particular video, and they all cost under £4 together. What a bargain. Under £4, and it cost the chap more than that to post it. So because we like it, I obviously have no plan on playing this. We've all seen it, we've all got it on DVD or Blu-ray or even Ultra HD as it is now, but I saw that, I thought, I've got to have that. I've got to have that. It was like 50p. So there we go. So we've got the ultimate, oh no, sorry, the Return of Optimus Prime. It was £8. It was £8 at the time. Saw that. And then again, this is for me, because I need to catch up. Yes, Ultra Marcus, it's great, isn't it? I need to yeah, to read up more, to see what's going on. And everybody knows I like doing comics and things like that on this particular channel. I've done a few books, I've done guidebooks. I've started with the annuals, I've done the annual 85, but these are going to be just as educational for me as hopefully they are for you guys, because I can say hand on heart that I've got no idea what any of the 50p a night at Raven Video Shop class. Well, I've got an annual. There we go, I've got the Armada annual from 2004, and there's some pictures inside. Anybody used to have this? I didn't. It looks immaculate. I've got 3 annuals, and yeah, these were about 50p each as well, Rudy. So there's 2005, an Energon. Here we go. I've actually got that Megatron. I've got a few of these, not many, but again, just thought bargain one night shopping. Shouldn't have been. There we go. And there we go. There's the 2009 animated one as well. And these are all as good as new. So there you go. As I say, it cost him literally double to post what the actual cost for me was. So I feel a bit bad for him, bless him. So that's a little unboxing that I wanted to do. Looking forward to Ultra Marcus' thing in a minute. I think I had that on. Again, Energon, all that. I don't really know much about it. I was collecting G1 at that particular time, and wasn't really interested in the other stuff. I was going to do a Transformers Prime video soon, because I think that was the first sort of other toy line that, apart from Generations, I think Generations, as silly as it sounds, doesn't really count, because obviously it's just your old figures that you used to have made a bit better. Hey, Bumble Jumper, there he is. So yeah, so I was obviously collecting G1, and I was obviously collecting some of the Generations, but with regards to other toy lines, I think Transformers Prime. So like, I didn't get animated, I didn't get any of them other things, but I did on Transformers Prime. Bumble's in. Oh, I was so hoping, Bumble, that our little secret thing that we've been doing together. Well, that sounds really bad, doesn't it? Basically, you know, I say that I like to try and help people out and manage to find figures and stuff. I found some figures for Transformers UK Collector. I haven't really found anything for Ultra Marcus or Magnum Prime, but I've corrupted them enough to buy some decent figures that they like. But I've managed to source Ed, a particular figure that he's been after for ages. Kato's in as well. And mine's not. Mine's out at the moment. Yeah, so I've managed to source him a figure, but it's still in transit, and I really want it. First and foremost, I wanted it to be about last week, so I could send it to him, so he could perhaps do a video on it for today. And if not, I was going to surprise him and open it today as well, but it hasn't arrived, unfortunately. Yeah, I've got a few things actually. If Magnum Prime is online, I can't tell. His is due, that I've got for him in a couple of days. You moved in on a step of Ricochet. Yeah, that's it. Do you think you'll dip your toes into the world? You see, this is the thing. E-Hobby, I've got one already. I've got the purple Galvatron. And I nearly have, and ironically enough, in my watch list right now on a couple of Japanese websites is Hauler, obviously, which is the green, Inferno, Grapple, etc. Because I really like that. And I've forgotten what Hound, when he's in brown. It's one of the Junkian sort of names, isn't it, I think? Complete one of them anyhow. I keep going to get them and not get them. Yes, I got you. I managed to get Phil. Via Phil's wife, who contacted me, I sourced and actually managed to get. Have you opened it, Phil? Can I tell people what it is? Is Phil there? Deep cover, was it? Yes, he was. But yeah, Phil's wife contacted me and said, "Have you got any idea what figures my husband would love?" And I managed to get them. See, there's too many, you see, and I'd need to make a shelf. There you go. So I managed to source Phil. Spin Out, wasn't it? Yeah, it was not Corden, it was Spin Out, a complete original Diaclone Spin Out for him for his birthday. So I'm pleased that made its way to him with the little driver, with all the parts, everything. It was stunning. So I'm glad that that's made its way to you. So yeah, I'd love to go into the Diaclone, no problem at all. I'm just pretty good at looking at these Japanese websites. What else is going on there? Diaclone, yeah. Diaclone are so expensive though, aren't they? Larkin's in. Hey, Larkin. There's loads of people popping in today. Again, I really appreciate everybody being here. I know this has been, the Bots at Home thing's been planned, but the live thing from me wasn't planned at all. This is just totally off the cuff, as I say. What I'll do is, while everybody's arriving, I'll give, again, just a quick... Oh, there we go. Even more people in. Yeah, as I say, so tonight at the 12 o'clock video, I will be in the live chat with you all. Fingers crossed if you're there. I obviously understand if you won't, because it'll be quite late. American viewers, I suppose you'll be up, and it'd be nice to have a chat to some of you guys, because I'll be in the chat which you guys are all talking in right now. And what I'm going to be doing is, it's on them. I haven't even listed them yet. I've managed to acquire over the years 16 different variants of Optimus Prime, and I'm going to be showing you the differences between them all. And the differences on the packaging. 13 of them are boxed and 3 of them are loose, which actually reminds me that somebody earlier, I think, which video was it? I think it was Magnum Prime, and they were talking in the UK, just to let you guys know, The Sage one, the T2 trailer, is the most common. It's the most common one in the UK because obviously it was made in France and France is just over the water. If you had a Hasbro Optimus Prime, that is far more rare in the UK, as crazy as that sounds for you American viewers and listeners right now. Sage in the UK is obviously for us really common, like Hasbro is for you. So I just wanted to sort of clear that up. I do clear that up later in the video as well. You see, that's what I was going to do, Larkin, and again, now you guys are all here. There's quite a few of you watching this, and I've put it in the chat. Tonight's video, it's I suppose it's going to be like a first draft. I mean, obviously, I think it's better than a first draft. It's good enough to put out for you guys to watch. But what I want to do is I want to try and get a definitive guide. There's still a couple of Optimus Primes that I'm missing. I haven't got a die, and the reason for that is because I just can't afford or to go down into the Diaclone lines. And there you go. I can't. So yes, what I was saying is, if you know that anything that I've done wrong, which there might be, again, Hasbro, obviously American guys, tell me if I'm doing anything wrong. Yeah, that's it. Timekeepers. It's the Loki jokes. They're going to come in all the time now. Yeah, I want to get it. I want to get it definitive. I don't just want pictures. I want to say this is a Sage Prime. Look, this is its trailer. This is this. This is that. But that's there you go. They've all put it. So that's the idea. So once you guys watch it again, if you don't, it's quite long, so I really appreciate if you do watch it all the way through. Leave comments, any constructive criticism. I want to get it. Yeah, I want to do it properly. How cool would that be to just have literally a definitive Optimus Prime video that you can check out whenever you want? If you're looking, especially if you're in America, you're lucky enough to have flea markets and garage sales and everything. I've been watching Transformers and video games do a few. I think you're vastly becoming vintage database. Well, that's oh wow, I don't even know what to, I'm speechless. Yeah, that's, I suppose in a way, again, it all started off for fun, but it's really good. And again, I'm really gutted that the two parcels that were coming, one was for Ed and one was for Magnum, because there's just some mind-blowing variants. And the same with these Optimus Primes, there's just some crazy variants that are out there, and some of the ones that you can't believe that actually made it out onto shelves, that were actually sold. Yeah, there's just some of them are just crazy. So I like the fact that we're doing that, and I'm starting to sort the playlists out as well on my channel. Just got one to have one. I've seen obviously a Diaclone one, but I've just not have it. I don't think it's the world's best, but I'm really flattered that you do think that. That means a lot. Thanks very much. If you could give one Diaclone for free, who would it be? Right, so I've only got the only Diaclone that I've actually got is an original spin out, and I only picked these. It's okay, Loops, no worries. And I picked these up by fluke. So I suppose you can count Valkyrie, Jetfire as well. So I've got Jetfire, I've got a spin out, and I've got. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to do that. Who's the other one? I can't even think now. You've got me. He's it's Perceptor, the Black Perceptor. What's his name? I don't know. That's really strange, isn't it? I don't know why they did that. It must have been the same mold, and they just obviously changed the face. Why they did that? G2 was crazy. Magnificus, that's it. I've got one of him from the Microman line. That's it. Microman line, Magnificus, and that's all the Diaclone I've actually got. I acquired them by pure fluke. I get offered them all the time. So if any of you guys want any, let me know, because honestly, because of this channel, people, do you need this? Do you want this? Do you need this? Do you want this? And it's good, it's bad, but no, I can't afford Diaclone at the moment. And again, it's another alleyway I don't want to go down to. G2, I'm managing to just sort of stay away from as well. There's a few I've picked up because I do still like them. Do I see any difference in quality between vintage and Japanese reissues? To be honest, none of the new reissues I haven't actually got. This all the original vintage Japanese ones, they're exactly that. The vintage, I haven't got any of the reissues, and I think it's because I don't really need them. That sounds terrible and it makes me sound awful, but because I've got them, I don't need to buy them. So yeah, I've got a G2 Sideswipe. So Skywarp's in as well now. So I don't know. I've not seen them. I mean, obviously, if they're official to Takara, then I'm sure they're absolutely fine. Rudy obviously did a video, the very first video on his KO Soundwave, and of course the difference was quite big. Simon Transformers UK Collector, we're going to be doing some proper collaboration videos now that he's opened his KO videos, because before I've done 3, but just on the boxes. And no, you see, what I've seen the Takara Legends one, but the point of Big Powered, and sorry for going off here, I just wanted to give you a proper name, Gito, the point of Big Powered was the fact that they're all motorised. They all have gimmicks that moved, and the Takara, the new ones, don't. So although they look really good, although they're all super articulated, but again, they're just redecos and retools. Isn't Diatlas a retool of Overlord from Titan's Return? I think they all are anyway, but again, the purpose of Big Powered is the fact that... Could I show Ruckus G1? Which one is Ruckus? That's the... yes, I can. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll go and get that in a minute. But yeah, as I was saying, the purpose of Big Powered is the fact that they were motorised. Atlas was actually battery powered, and the other two had these gimmicks where, like, Road Fire flipped, pretty much like a jump starter, and then Sonic Bomber did something as well. I don't know if there's a sound issue. Is anybody going to that's the problem? I've deliberately turned off the Wi-Fi because sometimes it doesn't get in this room. Let me know, is the sound okay? Bear with me 2 seconds, let me know if the sound's okay, because I'm going to grab that Ruckus for somebody else. Only here. Oh no. Right, so sorry about that. Right, okay. So maybe I need to get closer. So this is my, oh brilliant, that's what I wanted to say. UK Graders actually opened last week, so funnily enough, you're lucky, whoever just asked for Ruckus, he was just about to be sent off. Literally just about to be sent off. There's Ruckus. Maybe if I come closer, maybe that helps out. So yeah, so this guy was just about to be sent off, whoever's just asked for him. I suppose I can show you these as well. These are all about to go off for grading, because they've only just opened up. They've been shut for, they said they were going to be shut for 3 months. But they were a bit longer. So I've got a few here that are ready to go. I've managed to send 4 off already, which I did last week. But yeah, these are, I think the problem I've got is picking which ones I want to send off. So these are just a few of the sealed ones. You want to see Star Saver? I can go and grab him, yeah. And then there's this one. That's just this. Again, that was a good question actually, about to see Ruckus, because if he'd have been a week or 2 later, he wouldn't have been here. Does X Infernus want to see Star Saber? I should have got all these ready. I should have asked you guys what you want to see, who it is. Skywarp. Who wants to know Skywarp? Maybe I was too far away. I apologise if I was too far away. Again, I'm so primitive. This is just literally just a phone in a stand. Those gold carded pretenders, so much nostalgia. Yep. The card is huge as well. I mean, the card is massive. So if I compare it to fit, look at it. It's huge. What's the ballpark price on grading? So the carded figures cost between $29.99 and $34.99, and then they stick VAT on it. So you're probably looking at about £45 per figure. I don't really go for what score is it going to get. I mean, obviously it's brilliant if it gets a really high score, but the way that they present it, and I never used to be into grading. I wasn't anti it. I just didn't see the point of because I was obviously managing to acquire sealed figures anyway, which I was. And then I saw some in hand, and then I paid £2 as well for them to clean it up, and it just looks stunning. And I showed Phil and I showed Transformers UK Collector as well, and they've seen them in hand, and I think the difference that they can see in hand of how sparkly, how sort of shiny they look. I'll grab one because if Transformers the show guy's there as well, he knows which one it's going to be. No, I can't find that one. Oh no, I can't find that one. I'll show him this one instead. I'll show you this one instead. Legs, yeah, shorts, red hot. So this is, I mean, look at what they do to it. Oh, you can't even see. It's just, they just make it look immaculate. So for me, it's the present. I know I can buy a sliding bottom case, but for me, that defeats the objective of preserving something. That's what I want to do. Again, the grade's brilliant. If you get a high grade, it's fine. But for me, it's just about preserving it because I want to keep it preserved for that reason. I've got 2 young kids. I mean, look at the conditions that we're in right now in the UK. It's crazy for what's going on. Yeah, this one's a bit, actually, see, funny, this one's really good one. This one's got a 90, so this one's just, they make them look stunning, and I think they just look after them. And again, you can store them easy, you can store them flash, you can store them however you want to do, and they're completely secure. So for me, my whole opinion on the whole grading thing's completely changed. It's obviously again graded, so yeah, of course it's changed. What else we got? There's quite a few of you here, guys. I've got to get all the TFUM. Is that Ultra Magnus? Which Ultra Magnus is that? Magnum's in, there he is. I mean, I can go and get, right now, I can get Star Saber if you wanted to. Does anybody want anything else while I'm here? No, I want to thank you guys for watching it, and I don't know, I suppose I get messages, like really nice messages that people are saying that, you know, it's not, and it's really nice to share. And I think I used to do it ages ago with Graham. Like I used to look at that figure and think, oh, I want that, and then, you know, it's nice. And then obviously I'm lucky enough now that I've managed to be able to get it. So I love the fact that I share it. I love the fact that no matter what, even if I'm doing an unboxing video of something that's just, you know, it's nothing crazy, but it's just nice to share because people like that experience of being part of this channel and being part of what's going on. And again, thank you very much for it. Right, I'm going to get a Star Say. What do you think of the Gen Selects line? I love the Generation Selects line. I do. I think it's amazing. Have I got? Yes, I've got them, and I've done a video on it. Borders Dude. I sent 3 of the carded figures off to be graded. Literally, they're the ones I sent off last week. So I sent off Scorch, Boss. Another one was a Talon, and I've got. Can you show a Prime for my mum? Not which one does she want to see? How about this one, Loops? Because you like this one. Okay, so there's 2. So this was the first Prime. Oh, I'm giving out too much away already. This was the first Prime to be released as an official Prime, not as a Diaclone, not as anything under that line. So this is the first Transformer, number 1, the first one, Optimus Prime from Japan. So that was his first outing in Japan. And then his last outing in Japan in 1986 was this, because of course he wasn't called Optimus Prime, he was called Convoy. And there are some subtle differences between that and the standard G1s coming up later. What would you like to get from Transformers? Do you have any reference images? Oh wait, give me 2 seconds. So, right, going back to Ultramarks first. I love the Generation Selects line. My only problem is the box, but again, funnily enough, again, we talk of how good Japanese figures are and stuff. I did the video on Super Megatron, and it came in a boring cardboard box, but on the outside of it, Model Prime based. But it came in a nice sleeve, and it just made the Generation Select completely. It made it look beautiful. It made the sleeve look so nice. Because they got killed in the film as well, Bumble Jumper. No, I know the exact answer to this. The real answer to this is because, sorry, there is, it's a gift set, and it's the most expensive gift set. It's sold to more than the VSX gift set, so it's pre-Transformers, so it's Diaclone, and it's basically the very first gift set that came out in Japan. I wonder if I can get a picture of it and then send it to you later on. Basically, in Japan, the powered convoy, but before it's even called that, came with a red Mirage in it. Remember, they've done some KOs of that now. And then another red alert, and that's what it's to. It's a homage to that. It's a homage to the original, what's the gift set called? Actually, because I can see the figures there, I might be able to find it. I'll see if I can find it. I just hope we never come to Kingdom. Did you ever collect? Do you know what's quite funny? Star Wars. Yes, I collected Star Wars loads. And the reason why half of this is here will be down to Star Wars, because I'm 42 years old now. So when Jedi came out, I was 4. So I didn't really watch it much as a kid, but I had friends who had older brothers, and they had so much of it. And then there was a car boot. I remember it like plain as day. I was about 11, 12, and a bit older. I had a paper round, and there was a guy who used to sell Star Wars properly. So you could walk around the car booth, you'd see some for 10, 20 pence. Then on this other particular stand, there'd be ridiculous amounts of money. So I got chatting to him, and yeah, basically I realised that Star Wars was worth lots of money. So I was buying it off my friends from school and their older brothers and stuff. And then I was just literally, funny story, my mum's downstairs actually. I brought a load of figures off one of my friends. I gave him 2 weeks paper money. I'd saved up 50 quid. I used to do a morning and an evening paper round, and he came around. I gave him £50 for this like box of what looked like absolute junk. But there was a Luke Stormtrooper in there, and Mum was like, "What are you going to spend all that money on that?" And then as soon as my friend left, I gave him the £50. I rang up Darren, who was the Star Wars man, and he came around my house within 10 minutes and gave me £75 for him. So that's why most of this is here, because of Star Wars. Right, sorry, I've digressed. I need to go back to the questions. Where are we? Skyward, what would you like to see in the future? Have you seen the old? Yes, I have seen that one. Yes, I've seen that. Again, Ultra Magnus, I think is there 6 or 7 versions of him? Just with all different things. Speed Racer and Daft Punk Lover, I did your video today for Reveal the Shield and what's the other one? Hunt the Decepticons. I literally did that today, so I've done that video for you. I'm just trying to catch up. Sorry, guys. There's loads of people asking loads of questions. What have I missed, guys? What have I missed? Do I have any prototypes? No, I don't have any prototypes. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, they are not, well, they're not prototypes, they're test pieces. So in Hasbro UK, there was a guy called Andy Cousins, and he was head of research and design. And if you can't see this, I've done a video on them themselves. These are jump starters with his signature on it. Andy Cousins, let me turn it around for you. Andy Cousins, research and design. And I verified this with Russ. And funnily enough, last week, 2 weeks ago, when I went to see Paul at the Space Bridge, he knows him personally, so he's like, yep, that's definitely a signature. What do you like most about your Transformers collection? I like the fact that I've got boxed ones and loose ones, so I can still have a play, I can still pick them up, I can still move them around, I can still do a few things. Oh, the Mexican, they're a brilliant little rabbit hole. They're such a brilliant little rabbit hole. They are, yeah, of course they're worth collecting. It's a different market, because you're not going. Some people will pay more than what standard figures are, whereas other people will be like, they're trash. I'm not going to pay any more than what they're worth. So it's just a little niche. It's, I suppose, the same as the El Greco ones, which are the Greek, Sejo ones, which are French, all that sort of stuff. So there's yeah, if I suppose the thing that attracts me to them, Prime, they just came in a collection. I just brought a huge collection, and they were part of it, luckily enough. What was he saying? I can't know what I was saying. Yeah, I suppose with the Mexican ones, if you like them, if you want to go down, the thing is now with all the Mexican figures, people will know who they are, whereas before you used to be able to search, you type in, like, you know, Skywarp, and if you saw him with a purple nose, you know straight away it's a Mexican. Well, people know that now. People are like, they know that their figures are Mexican and that they're not, etc. This is flying. This is half an hour already. Do I own the Diaclone Blue? No, I don't own any of them. I know two people who've got them. Again, I could get them, but that'd be like this. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I'd be holding it, and I'd be really, really worried. And I probably wouldn't transform it, which defeats the object. I completely agree with that. As I say, that's exactly why I've got both of them. I think the boxes, and me and Magnum Prime talk about this a lot. Do you have a third party? What's that? I didn't know you have the space, but if you did want a third party figure, what would it be? What would it be? Do you know what? I really don't know enough about them, to be honest. But because I absolutely love the Dinobots, there is, yes, I've pre-ordered Black Zarek. There's so many good Dinobots out there by the look of it. But you've got to say that the new Studio series are knocking out. Again, I can't say physically in hand because I've not got one. So I can't say that yes or no. But yeah, I think the Dinobots, I think they look really good. What else have we got here? You have to get them as well. I'd love to get a Black Zarek original one, never mind a reissue first. That's the next one. Who are the three Binaltechs on the right? Right, so this is another thing that I'm going to try and get to do soon. I've got all the Binaltechs. That's Trax. Third party Raiden. G2 Silverbot's good. There's Trax, there's Skids, and there's Laserwave. Is it Laserwave? No, it's Ravage. It's the other Ravage. It's the Ravage that doesn't turn into a beast. It turns into the Trax mold. But I do have all the Diaclone. But you can't, not the Diaclone, all the Binaltech, but they're all up there. I am actually trying to have a sort of it's not a cull. It's sort of like a reshuffle. I'm going to see if I can get some more empty boxes up in the loft, and so I can get a bit more space. I'm not really trying to, I just saw somebody's question, am I trying to grow it? The only thing that I want to grow it with really is I want to finish the Takara, so the Japanese exclusive G1 stuff. I've got a list about so big, and once I've done that, then as crazy as this is going to sound, I will literally have every single figure released in the Generation 1 board. It's great continuity from 1984 to 1992, so I'll literally have them all. So the European, French, Japanese, everything like that. Borders Dude, yeah, actually, to be fair, I mean, for example, here's a pretty brilliant example right now. My mum's downstairs looking after the kids while my missus is out, so I can do this without them running in. My wife I'm with, I say my current wife, my wife I'm with now, I was already collecting when I met her, so she knew it's just, it has got way out of hand though. It never used to be this big. It was just like, I suppose, a small box room. That's what they call them in the UK, little box room, when we got together. And then we got a slightly bigger house because we wanted to start a family, and I sort of Bugsy'd a room, shall we say. So that's what I ended up doing. I've just realised the delay on this, it's huge. You've got the White Meister, yeah, so the White Jazz and the Laserwave, they are fantastic. Binaltech are fantastic. They are the original masterpieces, aren't they? Let's be honest, they're stunning. Absolutely stunning figures. I've seen the Moon Studio prototypes, Rudy. I'm liking the look of them. Yeah, I know, that sounds terrible, doesn't it? I think the reason why I said that was because my partner beforehand, yeah, let's be honest, she didn't like it. She didn't really like it at all. So, yeah, that wasn't the reason it ended. That sounds terrible, but no, but she doesn't like it. She didn't like. Whereas my wife now, she appreciates it. She enjoys it even. Who else is there? And she likes the fact that obviously, like Owen, who's Transformers UK collector lad, he came round and had a nose and he's had a play. Phil's. And I suppose it's quite funny for her to see grown men literally turn into 5-year-olds as well. She I think she sort of gets it. She's been to, the only thing that we've been to is like a couple of Comic-Cons. Yeah, that's it. If I was single, then I would I'd have a room for G1. I'd have a room for Generations and all that sort of stuff. So with regards to growing the collection, yes, mainly G1. With the Kingdoms, with the newer stuff, I'm very, very picky, because I just buy the figures that I like, because again, I've still got to buy them all. At the only time that I'll sometimes get something that I'm not, like, haven't gone and got it straight away. A lot of the figures I want straight away, like Kingdom Galvatron, I went and got it straight away. I've just pre-ordered Core Class Soundwave off Phil right now. So all the figures that I definitely want, I'll pre-order and I'll buy straight away. Whereas the ones that sometimes come after, it'll be because I've seen it for a silly price on eBay, and it was just a bit like them books, too good not to get. For example, the other day I won a sealed Drift from the 5th movie. It's still sealed in box, £2. That was a £20 figure when it came out. £2 it was. Last night, hey, Soundwave's in there. So I brought that because it was £2, and that's a no-brainer. So I'll even open that and I'll do a video on it, and then it's stored anyway. Okay, with regards to Japanese, oh wow, brilliant. With regards to Japanese figures, they're they call anything that's open junk, which is crazy. If it's opened, it's classed as junk. So that's why a lot of the things you do get kind of cheap, because it's just classed there. The translation always reads on any of the Japanese websites that I'm buying stuff from, anything that's opened, it's classified. It comes under the category as junk, and it's listed as junk. And 90% of the time, of course, it's not. Why do I think they did? I don't know. I've got no idea. I don't know. It would be bad if it was because of collectors were moaning and all that sort of stuff, which isn't really fair, is it? But I don't know. I think maybe they're just too interested at the moment with what they're doing. I'd love to that. I'd love to go and have a nose around Hasbro one day. That would be a dream. But I think maybe they've just thought, forget about the old stuff. And maybe I've heard as well, and again, this is just what I've heard, it's purely speculative, that all the original molds for Jetfire have been lost or taken away or hidden, because obviously now that they actually own it, because obviously there was all that rigmarole as who owned it, who didn't, etc, etc, why is it never going to get a reissue? Yes, I have been to Japan, but it was nothing to do with Transformers or Takara. There you go, Bumble Jumper's probably nailed it as well. Again, they're just concentrating on other things, aren't they? I think if they haven't got the molds, or they need to spend all the money. I do know, I do used to work in factories, not making toys, but the cost of making tools and the press is astronomical. So maybe they're thinking, again, this is just purely speculative, maybe they're thinking, why run the risk of producing a figure that we've already produced when we can produce a new figure and it could do incredibly well? Loads of people are popping in. Hi everyone. So I think that's why. I think the movie figures, obviously, and I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, I think the movie figures are amazing. Have you got Argentina? I've got Argentina official Transformers variants, so the Antex ones. I've got all them, well, not all of them, I've got about 8 carded, but I haven't got, I think you're on about the Jump Starter, I haven't got that, no. And exactly that, yeah, they degrade. I used to work in one of the, funny enough, the factory that sent me to Japan. When I went to Japan in the early 2000s, I worked at a place called Epson, which obviously makes the printers. And yeah, the presses and that, what they used to use to make the ink cartridges. Yeah, literally, once they were so expensive, so expensive. Inputs in now as well. That's it. Yeah, it costs loads. That's how I suppose they justify the prices, and that's why they don't want to do all the reissues. This is going really well. I've only got 20 minutes left, guys. I've got to really stick to the time, because this is yeah, this is put on. As I say, this is part of a procedure, a schedule, so I can't go over. So this is good. Keep them coming. 23 of you in there now. Don't want to let all your sources. I don't mind telling anybody. I don't mind telling anybody at all. It's just got to be aware. All I've got to say to you is, if you're in the UK, you need to be aware of. I'll come back to that in 2 seconds. Magnum Prime's just answered one of them. Joust, www.jauce. Joust is a brilliant one. Bai is another one. Mandarake is another one. They are all Japanese websites that I use quite a lot. It's just got a little bit more of a pain in the bum with us UK viewers being out of the EU. Some of the some of the prices now for the imports are quite bad, but I don't mind telling anybody. I'll even show you how to use it if you want me to. There was another question there. Who just asked? Yes, Borders Dude. Somebody did try to sell me a KO Shockwave. The box, the pictures were just blurry enough to not to not fully tell, and I wanted pictures of the screws, because the big thing with Shockwave is the colour of the screws. If they're silver screws, it's a KO instantly. So that's the biggest telltale straight away for a Shockwave. But yeah, somebody. And then there was another time as well. There was another time, but it didn't get sent to me. There was a, funny enough, it was a Shockwave as well. It was listed and the pictures were perfect. The pictures were G1 and it was listed as a buy it now price, but then he had a quantity of about 5 and I was like, well, that can't be right. As your channel started, you had different G1 European gold box figures to 1x jazz. After time, right, where are we? Okay, the thing is with this, I'm always really, look, what did I pay for that? It's all, I suppose it's all relative. It's like, it's all sort of, it's mainly trading that I do now with some of the figures. But if you're talking a gold sealed, mint and seal box figures, they're 400 plus each time. Did I pay that? No, not at all. Because I would, the amount of stuff, and again, like you've said, I've got duplicates of everything. I've got so many things, and like I just said, I picked up a sealed, I've just forgotten his name again, Drift, for £2 on eBay. I'll go on eBay, I'll type in Transformers, and I'll put ending soonest, and if there's a bargain, yeah, Artfire 2000 is brilliant as well, and if there's a bargain, if it's like a seal figure, and it's there for 3-4 quid, I will literally just buy it, because even if it means nothing to me, even if it's, you know, for that reason, for the fact that I know that somebody's then going to come to me in a year or 2 years time and say to me, I'd swap you that for that. So yes, I've acquired even more and more. I've even got the Takara Jazz one now as well. So, but I use, again, it's all trading and it's all upscaling, isn't it? If so, where can I? Yes, there are. There's so input. You're in America. You need to speak to AFA. You need to go AFA. Is for America. UK Graders is for UK. There's one for in Canada as well. Lee's just jumped in as well. Right, Lee. Yeah. So that's, I suppose that's how I've managed to. Again, that's how I've managed to acquire things. Just keeping an eye on it. I mean, you guys, some of the guys on here now will know far more about me than Energon and anything like that. If you see something, you know what it's worth, and it's on eBay, and it's going for a good price, then buy it. Definitely just buy it. That, again, I've been doing that really recently. You know, the videos I've just done of me with I got some wheel jacks, Dark of the Moon wheel jacks, Leadfoot and Sound Waves, just because I know the value of them. And again, I won them on eBay, so it's there's nothing unscrupulous or anything about that. I just won them on eBay for the price that was really, really good. And then in a few years' time, I'll swap that for something that I really, really want. What else we got? It's really far behind. See, there you go, RID. If I've got an RID figure, I don't know. I might have, I don't know. I've got a box of figures that in the garage that are all loose, that again came with a collection. I didn't recognise any of them, and I have just again kept them in the garage to sell later on. You should use the UK grade. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely, Graham. Sorry, Adam. Definitely. Do not you. There's no point. It's just an absolute waste of money sending it all the way to America. If you send it all the way to America, first and foremost, you've obviously got to pay your shipping. You've got to pay to insure it and protect it, because it's going to be going on a plane, etc., etc. And then this is where you get stung, because when they'll send it back to you, they will ask you what's the value of the price, obviously, and then they put the value of the product down, and then they send, and then the value of the product makes your insurance and your fees for coming back in an absolute fortune. So just, if you're in the UK, use the UK graders. They just take a long time, but it's because they've got a backlog because of COVID, same as everybody else. Hey, there's a few people joining in now. Homage of the feel of classic G1. Which box is that you're on about, Bumble Jumper? Which box do you mean? Go through which box in a video. Brian is in. Brian, by the way, I'm loving your quick reviews on Instagram. Quick review, and then you've done it. It's class. Such a great idea. I was thinking of doing, but someone's probably already done it. The one with, oh yeah, definitely. I was thinking of doing like a quick transformation, just like, yeah, transform it. Done it in like 15 seconds or whatever. I'm just catching up with the comments here. But yeah, and it's not worth the risk. It's not worth the risk of sending over a sealed plastic case. Definitely not. Especially now we've got one. Especially now we've got a graded. Were the monster pretenders based on monsters from Inhumanoids? I don't even know what Inhumanoids is. Sorry, can't answer that. I love it, Brian. It's brilliant. Love it. Quick review. And then you just say it. It says... That's Tier fan page, by the way. You should check out his Instagram and, of course, his very, very popular YouTube channel. There's quite a few of us in here now. Brilliant. Yeah, that's it. I tend to do that. That's how I tend to do them all. I tend to get them all. Because I get asked that a lot. How do you get time? Sometimes I'll just do 2 or 3, quick as I can. And then I'm doing it. I'm waiting over 2 months for Kingdom Galvatron. Should have gone to Robot Recruits. Should have seen Phil. He's in the chat. Oh, I think you're in America, though, so that's no good. I don't know. I think, well, we're waiting for... They've pushed back Rodimus again, haven't they? They've pushed back Rodimus for us, unfortunately. Fave Combiner team. Brilliant question. Brilliant, brilliant question. But the problem is, there's too many combiners. I love Reflector. He's a combiner. I absolutely love Victory Saber. Please let that be the pulse thing. Please let that be the pulse thing. But that's what I want it to be, Victory Saber. It's got to be something huge. But with regards to normal figures, Predator King for normal G1 and Landcross for the other. Don't worry, it doesn't matter that you're late, you're fine. Who else just put here? Do I have any G1 novel? I've just shown out some annuals and stuff here. Yes, I've just shown this as well. This isn't really merch, but there you go. There's a video. I've got quite a few things. Let me see. I might lose sound. Let me see. Quite a few. All the old annuals and stuff. Computer on is good. Do I pocket money memory? Yeah, definitely. Definitely going down. Wolves was just down the road. I like Movieverse as well. Did you not see what was tucked up in there? There we go. Look, a big Dark of the Moon movie. And in fact, right next to me, because I'm currently doing a video for this right now. Both of the Fallens. Both of the... Oh, his head's come off. Oh, that's not look good. I love them all. I just like to collect as much as I can. Minting box, G1 Grimlock, gold box complete with inserts and unused sticker sheet. Which country are you in? Because I suppose, I don't know what it is. You'd probably get minting box, unused. Let me have a quick look again. G1 Grimlock, gold box complete with inserts and unused sticker sheet. Couple of £100, easy. Easily. Easy £200. Again, depending on your market, because again, there's some collectors who are like, they just literally will brush off a gold box. They're like, no, it's not, you know, they're just not interested in it at all. Whereas some people really like them. And I think it depends on your age, because I think, like for people who are 5 years maybe younger than me, their memory of G1 would be going into a store in the UK anyway and seeing all the gold box stuff. Yes, Rocklords. More than £100, definitely sideways. Yes, definitely sideways. But if you are thinking of selling it, I actually haven't got one of them. That's one of the gold box ones that's missing from mine. So if you're serious about selling it, let me know. I would be very interested in that, or maybe even a trade, like you've just said. Who knows? Bumble Jumper is Dr. Evil. I've got about 7 minutes, guys. I need to finish this at just in time for you guys, I say, so I don't spoil the rest of the schedule. I could talk here all night, to be fair. I really could. This is just so much fun. Speaking of old figures, I saw you do they've not made their way over here yet, Brian. We haven't got them. Anybody from the UK, please jump in and correct me if I'm wrong, but I have not seen the Beast Wars original reissues. Obviously, we've got the Kingdom line, but I've not seen the Beast Wars. I've been enjoying the video. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Thanks for jumping in now, and thanks for obviously watching. Oh, my days. Bumble Jumper. Again, another random thing that I had to buy. I brought that as soon as it come out, and of course he's not even with us, so I wonder what he's worth now. There you go. Told you, random stuff. I just buy random stuff. Mainly Transformers. Here's something else random. Perhaps one of the other greatest films ever made. Just because I saw it, I thought, I like that. Well, there you go. See, I've got a Dr. Evil as well. I completely forgot it was there. This is brilliant. I'm glad you've said that. In the UK, we don't have flea markets. We don't have what you guys call thrift shops. We have things called charity shops, which are like 1/100th of what your things are. If there's a toy box there, it'll be a couple of Matchbox cars. That will be it. That is literally it. No. We do have car boots, but they're Sunday mornings, and that's family time that I spend with the kids and the wife, obviously. But yeah, I've started doing a few haul videos. They're really fun, actually. I enjoy doing them. Completely true, Ultra Marcus. Completely true. There's nothing. I think in the UK everybody knows. They literally will. How long will be the premiered Optimus? It is on midnight. It's queued up. It's ready to go. I will be in the chat like you guys are all in here now. Like I can come on here, and I can put. Where are we? It's on at 12. I will be in there, and I will be in this chat with you guys later. We don't get any, honestly. Thrift shop with charity shops are just absolute waste of time. No point at all. And people know, don't they? People know now. They know that if they've got anything, even if they don't know what it is, even if they know that it's a Transformer, it doesn't even matter if they know the name. All they will do is they'll just literally list it on eBay, Transformers, and they'll get more for it. Spider-Man hockey shirt. That's ace. I'm just seeing what other rubbish I've got around here. I've got something even randomer. Even randomer.
You know, I'm really very, very clever.
That's even more random. No, I've never found anything like that. See, UK guys, zippy, zippy, zippy. That's because I'm a big kid. People just buy me silly things. All the English people are like zippy. So anybody who's not from the UK, this used to be in an old kids program, and he was literally called Zippy because you could zip up his mouth. as if I just got that out. That's amazing. No, I've not got a bungle. I've not got any of them. I've got, no, that's just, I don't know how long I've had that for either. That's probably 20 years old. It's not a kid's, it's not when I was a kid, it was bought for me by somebody when I was an adult because they didn't know what to get me. What else have we got? So I suppose I should tell you a few things that are coming up then, as I say. So I've got a call enter this in a couple of minutes. The Prime video, again, is going live at 12. I will be in the chat with you all. Before then, there's Ultra Marcus, who's coming up straight after me. And whatever he does, whatever he produces, it is good. It is both very, very good. It's mind-blowingly clever how he does it. And they're always funny as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. He is coming up straight after this. There's a few more after. I can't grab it, sorry, I've got my screen here. Kato's coming up as well, of course. Kato's coming up with Rudy Zizzo. There's even more coming up. There's loads coming up. And then with regards to this channel, I've done a few. Definitely we should do TF fan page. I've said that we should definitely do it, Brian. I'd love to, because you're just as crazy as me. Yeah, it'd be brilliant. Yeah, there's loads coming up. There's loads coming up. I've got some special, as I say, unboxings. I just wish that that they'd have come for this particular reason, but for customs and everything, they haven't made it. I haven't, but I'm going to be doing it because I've not opened him yet. Adam Graham, how about a Discord channel? You are talking to the right people at the right time at this moment. Stay in the chat. Phil, everybody else, speak to Adam, because he's just put something up which pretty much we've just started. Yeah, so that's definitely it. That's in the thing. I've got a Mega Supreme grabbing. I need to transform Unicron as well. He's still in plant mode. I'm glad you've said that. That's another reason why I continue doing it, to be fair. Thank you so much. Loads of people said that to me, that during the lockdown that these videos meant a lot to them, and that's really nice. That's really nice that I was able to I suppose just have any effect on any of you guys lives, just to make them positive, just to bring back. That's the main purpose of this video behind me now. As I say, it's anybody who was lucky enough to open an Optimus Prime when they were first a kid, no matter where they were, hopefully that they had one of the ones that I've got there. And the sole purpose for this is just to bring back just some really nice memories for you guys. I've got the main ones for the UK and the American things, and I've gone into, give you a little bit of a tease of what's coming up. I've gone into real detail with the Hasbro one, so when you open it, I've got every single thing inside. So I've got the checklist, well, I've got the catalogs, I've got the flyers, I've got the sticker sheets, I've got everything in there. So it's hopefully you're going to really enjoy it. I've really put a lot of effort into it for you guys. Thanks very much again, Brian. Again, if you want to see some variants, just hold on another 3 hours. I'll be in the chats with the other people as well. I'm just going to put the kids to bed, and then yeah, we'll be ready for thingy. And then yeah, Magnum, we need to sort something out as well, because I've got something of yours on its way down, obviously from across the, it's not even across the pond, it's coming from Japan for you as well, isn't it? So yeah, got loads of things in the pipeline. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to wrap this up now because it's running a teeny bit late. This will be live, obviously. Sorry, this will stay on my channel for you to watch it all anyway, but I will see you guys in the chat for the Optimus Prime video going live in 3 hours. Thank you so much for jumping in on board. Thank you everybody all around the world who's jumped in. So thanks very much. That should be in the outtake. Thanks very much. Take care. Speak to you all soon. I don't even know where it goes. There it is.